Oh, hello to me. Seems I'll be starting today by myself, but hopefully somebody will show along the way. Hopefully. Hmm. I think I see a second person, so maybe I'm not by myself anymore. But whoever you are, speak up, show yourself. Don't keep me guessing. Okay, I'll give you some time to gather some courage to show yourself. I see two people and I know it's a nightbot, but the second person should be somebody real. So I'll wait for you to show yourself. And maybe in the process I haven't played for a while, I'll play some modern on my bronze account. I really have neglected it for a long time. But it is what it is. Oh, I haven't entered my phrase neither. How did I forget that? Okay, I guess he can play. Doesn't matter. And then I have to put my other out as well. I'll do that quick. And then I'll do some bottling. It's such a shame. Yesterday I finally become an affiliate of Twitch and now there is nobody to share it with. How sad. How sad indeed. Let me see. Bro. Bro. Sup, bro. Let's choose this way. Actually, yeah. That's okay anyways, doesn't matter. I'm not going to overperform there, so who cares? And back to Baby Omega 77. And whoever is with me here is still shy to say that they are here. It's okay. It's okay, I forgive you, whoever you are, I forgive you. Oh, I have one chest to claim. Nice. From 10 days ago, maybe. Yeah. Let's see. I haven't played here for a while. Ooh, we're starting with a poison. Your poison. That screams for llama. Screams. Okay, let's try that. I should make this a little bit, yeah, like that, so I can see the chat. Maybe somebody comes and says hello, and maybe nobody comes. Who knows? It's so funny to be talking to myself, but sometimes it is what it is. I will keep myself available in case somebody wants to talk with me while playing some bronze. Sounds like a plan. Come on. Don't rope me. Don't rope me. Where is Don Trope when you need him the most? I'm wondering, is somebody else live on Twitch? Maybe that's the case, and I never figure out. I never know when somebody else is on.
It's almost like,
okay.
you know, have you heard about the cat
Yep,
distribution system where, like, even if you don't want a cat, it'll just like you just have a cat.
Talking too much. Well, I guess I need to add all the content creators. Haven't done that, I guess. That's why I don't see when people are online. Maybe I'm competing with somebody, which is not a good thing. But it is what it is. Anyhow, let's see. Oh, Auric. Oh, wow. Well, I'm sorry, guy, but I don't think you get this one. Not against poison, I don't think so. Yep. Very poisonous. Very poisonous. Okay, bye-bye. Still some use for... What? Oh, wow, come on. I always do the same thing. Yeah. Well, it is what it is. I wasted the whole energy. I guess for a warm-up. And I'll take it that you guys are not talking because... Let me check. Let me go to the channel. Yep, nobody's talking. Why? I made some new icons for you. Like this one. Very cool. Very cool. I like it. But nobody else seems to. I mean, we have supposedly 2 more people in the channel. Nobody's talking to me, so... Then I'm not talking to you neither, guys. See how it feels. So, do we go with Kitty or Quixie? Let's go with Kitty. With Kitty. And maybe with Chance. Yeah, since we have only water, I'm pretty sure Chance will be a good call. And then... some heal. And a Rouge on the back. Sounds about right. Let's see. Let's see. Hey, Virus! I knew somebody was here. Hello. How are you doing? You'll be the first to know that yesterday I got finally my what was called my affiliate status with Twitch. So I'm happy. It's an achievement for me. So happy to see you here. How are you doing, man? How's everything? How's your Splinterland journey? Playing some modern bronze until people start showing up. But it is what it is. I always have something to do if there is nobody. See, also you can check the new emoticons that I added. hopefully they're available for everybody. I put some effort into it, so I'm hoping they turned out cool. Are saying I'm good, just doubled my rebellion buy in today. Nice. I'm proud of you, man. I wish I could I wish I could say the same, but I cannot. But it's okay. I'm happy for you. Yeah, I'm thinking I'll be facing some magic, so maybe I should answer with some magic on my side too. Or maybe we'll be facing a quarter on the other side. So it never hurts to have a dispel. Let's see how that goes. Hmm. Ouch. No bueno. No bueno. But maybe we'll take fast his Mordios. This guy is what worries me though. But then hopefully the spell will do its magic. Oops. No more dispel. No more magic. Virus saying the only problem is at the same time people decided to finally start selling land in my region. Oh, see? Well, I don't think land is going expensive anytime soon. It will eventually, but I think you have time. Whereas the pre-sale will be limited time, so I don't know. Of course, I'm not going to give you any kind of advice, let alone financial, but it means something to think about. What do you value most? So him, 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 and for 5, him, maybe. Yeah, why not? His Var saying land and maps is looking really good. Seems like most issues are fixed. Yeah, I read yesterday in math chat that Farpetrat is, or was it in, I'm not sure, but I think it was math that Farpetrat is putting a new build, and literally 5 minutes later Dave McCoy came with a message. When I tried to harvest, it sent me to a blank screen. So I was like, okay, that happened. But hopefully that was an easy fix, and it's already fixed. So who knows? But eventually, yeah, eventually it will be cool. Eventually everything will be cool. Hey, Bordeaux Music, welcome to the stream. Happy to see you here, man. I was just telling Virus that I finally got my Twitch affiliate, and I'm proud with myself. I'm proud. Okay, that's not good. That's not good. None of my... Yeah, I won't be able... Yeah, damn it. It's okay. Yeah, thank you. And I put some nice, I hope, icons, like some emojis from Splinterlands. I hope they work. I don't know if they need some unlocking, but I was trying them. They looked cool, so I'm happy with that. And I will work on putting some extra stuff. I'm thinking I also make some magic dust for you guys to collect. So I mean, we'll see how good of use we can put to them. But I'm thinking I will be able to think of something nice. So you can start collecting since you're first here. You can start collecting before the big crowd comes. You know what I mean? So now my question is, do I put the lava spider or do I put the ant miner? I think I'll put the lava spider against my better judgment. Let's see how that goes. When magic dust moon, I don't know. I was thinking on my way home what I can do, and maybe I can put for 1000. I have to see first how quickly guys you're accumulating them, because I have no idea, but I was thinking something like for 1500 Chaos Legion pack pick, and for 5000 or for 10,000 Rift Watcher pick. That sounds like something that can be cool. But wow, it sounds good on picture, like on paper. We don't know how actually good. Nah, yeah, I lost that one as well. Stupid llama. And the sad fact is that I have it. I have llama here. I rented. I delegated my guy a llama, but yeah, for some reason I did not play it. And now I'm kicking myself for not playing. But it is what it is. I'm feeling positive I'll get this one at least. So we have set something interesting for 7, 6. This guy can be cool. And 5. This guy can be cool. So let's see. What we're saying, I think you can set it up yourself and defaults like 50 per hour or something. Yeah, I didn't see the setting up of the how quickly they accumulated, but I'll look into that. Yesterday I was busy making the emojis that I added, so that part took the most of my setup. But definitely I'll look into what I can do. Having some plans, and I have to see how it will work out. Oh, ouch. Ah, not enough, not enough, bye-bye. Yeah, I will figure it out, and I will make it at least worth your time to be around, guys. And also, I mean, I know whoever is having Amazon Prime, they have a free subscribe, which I know it's only one, and maybe you have it somewhere else. But if you don't, since there is no Splinterlands TV anymore, you can throw your free Prime subscribe at me, and it will help me, moi. But of course, you don't have to. Just food for thought. And I promise that I will always try to make the channel better. So At least that promise I can make. So now I remember, Virus, you were talking about 500 packs. I guess now you jump to 1,000 packs if you doubled, as you said. So that probably would be cool. Yeah, I'm also. I wish I can go to 1,000 as well. It's so tempting, just not very tempting putting fiat money in. Although the banks are paying for it. I mean, they might get their money one day, they might not, who knows? But still, I'm trying to avoid that as much as possible. I'm seeing DCs crippling up, but so are vouchers. And I have to see when I'll make the jump to get the vouchers that I lack still. But aside from that, I don't have much extra DC aside from the one that I have set for the 550 packs. So hey, Daru, welcome to the stream. Which price? Which price is known? Which price are you talking about? What did I miss? Are they selling something aside from the? Oh, you mean for the packs? Yeah. 5,000 DEC and 5 vouchers gets you to 4,000 DEC. So they were saying at the time of the announcement, the time of the announcement they were saying it's around $3.10, but I think since now DEC went up a little bit and so did vouchers, maybe it's a little bit more, but pretty much you can uh, reduce the price to 4,000 DEC if you spend 5 vouchers. Yeah, and 5 vouchers for bonus packs if you're buying more than 100. And also yeah, they reduced the percentage for bonus packs. So now it's instead of 10, 15, 20 for respectively 100, 500, 2,500, it's 5, 10, 15. So 500 packs, the amount that I was buying, before I was getting 15%, and now it's down to 10%. So that's cool. But I mean, come on, man, it's Thursday today, and you still haven't watched the town hall, or you're not planning at all? I think you're trolling us. I mean, there was a post, there was a town hall, Daru. I'm sure you know everything that is happening. You just want us to talk about it, I guess. But saying I'm going to have to figure out how to get out of work to make the buy. I'm thinking it is. Come on, man. I mean, I know Gathering the Magic told me his prediction of 2 hours sellout, but it's 500,000 packs. I do understand the FOMO, but it's 500,000 packs, 500,000 packs, man. Oh, too much work this week. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it was a town hall packed with information. We got the price for the Riftwatch for the Rebellion. We got the new airdrop mechanics, which are so cool. So therefore, in order for you to keep to get airdrops, you need to be staking your packs or cards in special wagons. Each wagon contains 5 cards and 100 packs, up to 5 cards and up to 100 packs, and will cost some vouchers. They haven't determined the price for the wagons, but supposedly it's not going to be a high amount, but still you need several wagons if you open your packs, and you know, for each card there is one slot. So that incentivizes people to keep their cards leveled up, because it takes less space. Like you need less wagons, and also your airdrop points will be determined by the CP of the cards, or 150 CP for per pack, and pretty much anything else. Yeah, also you can play your cards while staked in the one, but you cannot rent it, you cannot transfer it. You can unstake it immediately, but while they're staked and accumulating airdrop points, the only thing you can do with them is play. So I think that sounds like a really good mechanic, which will preserve hopefully the value of the cards and the packs. Not to mention, Madrid already promised there won't be like special sales and whatnot. And the pre-sale starts next Wednesday. 500,000 packs for pre-sale. The price in the pre-sale and in the general sale is the same, no difference, but pre-sale gets you a rare and a legendary. Like every 10 packs you buy, you get one BCX guaranteed rare, and every 100 packs you get one guaranteed legendary, one BCX guaranteed legendary. Both of them, like not one or the other. And also, like, of course there are chances of getting them with the packs as well, and then there's a chance of getting gold foil. I think it was every 250 packs you get the guaranteed rare gold foil, and every 2500 packs you get guaranteed gold foil of the legendary. They are in the Discord, in the post, if you want to see the cards. They look kind of cool. There are new mechanics, new abilities. It's so cool, man. It's going to be awesome. Rebellion is going to be awesome. Border was saying, no way all 500,000 are sold the first day, but would be awesome. Yeah, that's what I mean. I usually am super super positive, super optimistic guy, but even I don't think it will sell in one day, let alone, as Magic the Gathering was saying, 2 hours. But I mean, who knows? I mean, we have seen crazier things happening. So maybe Virus, you should figure out a way to get out of work, you know. Virus saying will be a good surprise, but hopefully people don't feel salty if they miss out. You know what? If you don't get out of work, you can always send your DC and your vouchers to me. I'll do the buy for you. I'll send you all the cards, all the packs, and the airdrops. And then if our combined airdrops are more than the guaranteed, then we'll share that. And also, like, Yoko-sama was asking me, like, one Bulgarian guy also was asking me if I'm doing a group buy. So maybe if we can get some more people on the train, we can even go for bigger discount. But yeah, just throwing it out there, trying to help. You know, I'm not going to cheat you out of your hard-earned DC or vouchers. So just have it in mind. But yeah, if you decide, just tell me in advance, because as I said, I'm not planning to do a group buy for the moment, but if there is enough interest, I might as well. I mean, I would like some bigger discount than 10%. So yeah, just saying. By saying, how much GC being sold? Do you think it took? How much TC being so, do you think it will take to raise the price by 15-20%? Yeah, baby rack pull, definitely. Yeah, I'm famous for rack pulling people. Yeah, watch out, look out. 15-20%. Well, I don't know. We're already pretty close to peg. So I mean, no, not the the vouchers are falling a little bit. I'm happy. So I mean, I'm thinking if, because I do believe the pre-sale will sell out at some point, and if it does, I think we will be very close to peg. I mean, if not even before that, because I see already like it was 87 when I was checking before the stream. Now it's already 88, and people making at the moment hard decisions where they get additional DC for the packs from the one that they have for land. Do they spend some of their land in that? But I guess I won't be surprised if before the pre-sale we jump over 90%. I don't know how much it will take, but yeah, I'm totally seeing it possible. By saying, I was telling someone else, any of the people in a group buying over 500 packs will lose value since they won't get the title. Oh, I mean, that's an easy fix. We can always just sell the title later and split the DEC. I have no problem with that. I'm definitely not so focused on titles for sure. I have two, and they're more than enough for me. Daru is saying, just reading it seems too many new things to come in just one. But that's a good thing, Daru, don't you think? A lot of the chaos problem, I mean, if not all, but most of the chaos problems are fixed. The value of the set itself seems to be guaranteed to be somewhat stable. So I'm seeing this only as a positive. We're saying, yeah, but anyone buying 500 on their own could get. I doubt that virus. I don't think 250 spots will be enough for people. I mean, I'm going to buy 500. I don't think that will get me a title. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. There is, of course, it's a bad thing. Now, Drew, you explain us, if you're not in a meeting, why it's a bad thing. And then Virus is saying, so if 4 group bought together, then they would only get 1 title. So let's make a simple calculation. So actually, yeah, I don't need to calculate 500,000 divided by 250. But still, yeah, divided by 250 is 2,000. So it's average of 2,000 if the pre-sale sells out. Like 4 times the 50. Oh, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know how it will go. I kind of doubt if 500 packs will be enough for a title, but maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. So, as I said, I don't really want to deal with the logistics of it all, but I was figuring now it's way too easy because it's just one drop, only the first airdrop cards that I have to distribute. Since after that everybody decides by themselves how much they stake and what they stake. It's not like I have to be watching the whole airdrop happening and then figuring out how much do I send to whom. So that's why, that's the only reason I was willing to maybe go for a bulk buy, for a group buy, because it's a little bit easier. But I definitely don't insist on it like hell. Virus saying many will buy 100, some will buy 10,000 plus. Yep. You're right. And I still don't think 500 will be enough, at least for me, to get into the leaderboard for a title. Well, I mean, if I'm close, I might buy some additional packs, but I don't think that will be. But your 1000 probably will be more than enough to get you a title. So I do understand your reluctance. Daru is saying because things usually have to be faced in such things to avoid too much power creep. What is the power creep, Daru? Maybe you can tell me. Not a lot at once, and then time without anything, or setting a huge bar for next set. It's, yeah, I don't see any power creep. I mean, we don't even know the cards. And for new abilities, that doesn't necessarily mean they'll be game breaking. Also, it's just one new mechanic that they're adding with the summoner tactics, whatever it was, tactics that summoner can choose which of the two abilities they can use. So I don't see anything game breaking. I don't think how it will affect the game in any way. If anything, I think it will make it more entertaining for people that compete in modern. But I guess, I don't know, we'll see. You said we'll see, and I agree with you. We can agree to disagree. I definitely am seeing it as something very positive for the game, and I see a lot of people excited. We haven't had that for a while, despite the fact that the land is not even out yet, and yet people are still excited. So for me, that speaks volumes. And they're saying, there goes the long-term view out the window this soon. Okay. Do I need to ask you why? Why is the long-term view out of the window? I'm always looking in the long term, so for me, nothing have changed really. So I'm just curious, why do you think it's out of the window? Maybe something I'm not seeing. I don't know. I'm not saying I'm right. Just wondering. Like, I know that you're critical very often, but I wasn't thinking that you'll find anything wrong, even with this set. It's kind of like, for me, I was seeing that we're getting somewhere, but I guess you disagree, and you totally have the right to. I was just curious as to why. Oh, why, Daru? But why, Daru? Why do you disagree? Don't do that to us. Please. So I this one and this one. No, this one I put already. This one I meant. And we'll see how it goes. Doesn't look good for the long term at the moment. Which part? Which part, Daru, worries you for the long term? Like, just curious. Just curious what bothers you really. Oh, his one speed will be decisive, unfortunately. Oh well, that's the loss. I hate losing. I like winning. Yeah, we were having the same idea, but he executed it better. It is what it is. But really, why is it's not? Why it doesn't look good for the long term though? Tell me why. Please tell me why. Oh, I'll go here brute force. Let's see. Anyway, short term it's interesting. But again, you didn't tell me why you think it's not good long term. Because it really I'm thinking and I cannot figure any reason that would make you think or feel so. So I'm curious to hear from you, why do you think it's not a good thing long term? Which part bothers you, to be honest? They were saying, and I guess stuff was done long ago, so they were thinking short term when making. Oh, I don't know what they were thinking, but yeah, I'm really surprised. Why would you feel it's a bad thing? Do I have enough health is the question to survive. Maybe I do. This goes and that goes almost, and then both go. Okay, that was a good one. I like winning. Yay, yay me. I'm almost up to bronze 1, what do you know? So we have 7 people here. Most of who are not talking, but I mean, I still appreciate you guys being here. I hope you like the new emojis that I put. I put a lot of love in them, so hopefully you like them. How you like me now? So what do I put there to deal with? Maybe I put him in the back. Then I put some repair. And I put some front here. How about that? And this guy for the extra damage. Why not? The reason not saying it's a bad thing necessarily, just saying it's short-term focused. Sometimes we need short-term measures. Border music saying I'm listening, waiting for the long-term, short-term. Yeah, I'm listening too, as well. And I don't know their internal constraints. Yeah, virus. Also, so you have to be unlocking them. Okay. Well, you unlocked left. That's halfway there. I would say. Good job, virus. Are they unlocked when you're accumulating magic dust? How is it like? I don't know. It was showing to me. It was showing all of them available, but maybe because I'm the owner of the channel. I don't know. But see, they're all here. Boom, boom. Oh, the dust. Okay. Oh, I have unlimited magic essences. Yay. Okay, I'll stop showing off. Let's see if we can make something here happen. I don't like how things are looking like at all. I don't like it at all. I mean, oh yeah, I forgot that here the dragon doesn't really Oh, but now she's yeah, that sucks. Come on. Such bad luck. But maybe it will be enough. No, it won't be enough. Oh well. Yeah, by the time I was about to kill the Void Dragon, the tank died and screwed me over. Toru is saying if you release too many new things same time, you can end up with a drought. To keep interest and longevity, these things usually should be more paced. But maybe they're confident they can keep up the pace, which I doubt. More likely, it was focused short term, and now a more long term plan will be drawn. Oh wait, they're not releasing too many things. They're releasing one set, and every set so far had new abilities. Had everything that this set has. The only new thing is the mechanic, which some of the summoners will have, which will let them pick which of their two abilities they're going to use in the battle. And aside from that, that's the only new thing. The mechanic for the airdrop has nothing to do with being new, because it's just a fix of the old problem of oversupplying the secondary market with cheap cars and cheap packs. So I don't really see that many things being implemented. It's a lot to unpack, because there's a lot of changes in a way that the adjustment for the airdrop was a lot, and then obviously when there are new abilities, they're covered in length. But it's normal for every set, like every set comes with new abilities, so I don't think nothing new there. And also I think Matt mentioned that he'll be bringing new rule sets as well. And yeah, for me the only new thing that they're introducing is a new set, and it was long time coming. And also it will make modern a little bit more interesting, I'm thinking. I mean, we don't know the cards yet, but I'm thinking it will be there will be some change in the meta one way or another. So I don't know, it to me it sounds cool. I don't know, I really don't know what's there not to like. But yeah, maybe they have a plan for long term as well that will please you. Seems the short one is not. But there is saying how many new abilities did the recent sets had in comparison to the previous ones? Well, I don't know, it doesn't have to be exact number, but the Soulbound cards had the Martyr. The previous set, which is Rift Watcher, I think. I don't think Rift Watcher brought any new, but it's not a main set. So the Chaos Legion, I think there was something in Chaos Legion. I'm not keeping track, but I'm thinking eventually all of the sets provide some new ability, and actually adding new abilities is not something bad. It's just I don't know, increases ways you can interact with the game and plan around your team. So it's, see, I don't even keep track like when which ability was introduced, but I don't know, I'm seeing it as a way to introduce a lot of interesting gameplay mechanics in the future, and that's what, like, that's what the excitement of a new set should be like. That's what new set should bring to the table, I think. Var saying the second phase is also prep for items and spells. Yeah, we just get the taste of it early, so, and it won't be prohibitive in a way that if you don't have those kind of summoners, you just don't use that mechanic. It won't prevent you from playing, and it won't prevent the bots from playing neither. if some people were saying like, oh, now that we have that, maybe some of the bots will stop operating. No, I mean, first of all, the bots are in wild, and I'm thinking the majority of people that have the new Rebellion cards will be playing modern to take advantage of some leverage they have over the other players that don't have them. So bots will continue to operate as usual in wild, I'm thinking. But yeah, it's an early taste of what we will be seeing as part of the items and spells, and a second layer of choosing options once your team is on the table. Border Music is saying eventually later there will be land plus spells, new reward cards, new Gladius. Looks pretty long term to me. Well, I couldn't agree more with you. Maybe there will come around. Maybe if he sticks long enough in this channel, where usually positivity flows, which he doesn't always like, but I mean, maybe he'll come around. That it's a good thing. There is saying soulbound cards were a mistake. I'm saying the normal sets. how soulbound cards were a mistake, man. I mean, how cutting off the ability of bots to profit from the game could have been a mistake. I don't know. I don't see that neither. We're saying rebirth and reflect shield. Oh, see, yeah, rebirth, reflect shield. Pretty novel abilities. So, see, there were changes. Rebirth was a promo, not set. Okay, but still, I mean, a promo that was introduced with in part of that set. I mean, not really because it's separate, but still, still a new mechanic. Like it was introduced while the set was in play, so technically they introduced new mechanic right there and then. Not to mention they put it in rule sets as well. So well, it was limited when it was only Rooney, but then when it was in the rule sets, it was not that limited anymore. And Virus saying, yeah, but part of the Chaos Legion edition, including its promos and mini set. Martyr. Well, Martyr, yeah. Okay, Martyr was part of Soulbound cards, but still, yeah, you're right. It was during the Chaos Legion set. Well, it was still selling, so, and the cards you are earning with the Chaos Legion set, so also can be counted. So that by itself is already 3 abilities. They changed the spell as well. I mean, every set, I think, to make it interesting, should come with new stuff. And I was saying somebody was suggesting that maybe we have some abilities that are just unique for a certain rule, for a certain set, and then they're not used anymore, just, you know, to have some uniqueness. But a lot of interesting ideas. I just don't think that putting some new mechanics in a set is overdoing with changes, because as I said, the only real changes, we're going to get 94 new cards, and they will have some new sets, which could have been done even with the next reward cards. So yeah, I think actually on the point where I disagree with you, Daru, is that actually I think it's very good long term, because it's solving a big problem from last set, and that will keep on in the future as well. So finding a way to solve a problem, it's always a good thing long term, and it's definitely not a short term solution, because from now on, I believe that's how pack sales will go. A lot of mistakes learned from Chaos, and I see them learning from them and actually changing things in a way to keep some value in the future sets. which I cannot see how it's a bad thing. So for me, yeah, for me, you're wrong. But we can agree to disagree. You don't need to agree with me. You don't need to see it from my perspective. I'm just saying my opinion and why I think so. There is saying cutting off the abilities of bots to profit. I guess you mean increasing their longevity. Hmm. I don't know how you see it. I mean, I guess there are different ways to see it. But it was first the soulbound reward card. Second, it was the staked SPS requirement. So I think everything was done uh, in attempt to limit their profit. So yeah, if they are persistent and then take some DC, which at that point will be probably at peg, to unlock their cars to sell them. If there is enough demand, maybe they'll make some profit. But I don't see bots not affected by everything that was done. So, and I think part of that was the soulbound reward cards. But we'll see. You probably alluring to the fact that you think they can play just with soulbound sets without having to rent. I don't think that's a viable option, but maybe I'm wrong. There is saying lots of different free cards to play with. I'm speaking of the Chaos Legion packs and Wristwatcher packs solely. Of course they need new stuff, but didn't expect more than 2 new abilities. Well, I would say the more the merrier. I mean, it's not like some of those abilities we already have them in a way, like the flank ability. We have possibilities that allows every monster to have flank ability in a way, because it gives reach to every card, and that's basically what flank ability is. The only kind of new was the lookout. I think that reduces the damage from opportunity snipe sneak. The shield, the shield bash, or the armored shield strike, or whatever it was. That's just adding a new type of strike, which also makes things interesting. So okay, we can count that as new as well. And what was the last one? So the flank. Oh, the corrosive stuff was for it's kind of a combined Torrents and cripple for armor. It just, again, we have cripples, we have Torrents, we have those acting already. It's not that big of a changer, those abilities, I'm thinking. So I don't know. So the roots in things to new abilities seems the proper number. Var saying it's possible that 2 of those abilities were from the mini set they didn't end up releasing. And then there was saying not trying to convince you, just stating what I think. Yeah, we're not trying to convince each other. We're just sharing opinions and backing them up with reasons. Soulbounds benefited bots. Staked SPS is another matter. Well, okay. On that, we can also agree to disagree that Soulbound benefited bots. Definitely hard. This one especially is kind of a too nuanced to be easy to come to a agreement. But yeah, at least we agree that staked SPS was good. Vara saying the upcoming problem with Soulbound is when everyone has maxed for the level they play at. Well, I mean, if they're not profitable to sell, The market will determine it. I mean, if they're not profitable to sell, people won't spend DC to unlock them unless there was some ideas floating to make it so that if your cards were unlocked, are not unlocked when the set rolls, like when the new reward cards come and those ones are available for unlocking. If they're not unlocked, either they be treated like ghost cards or they come with penalty in earnings, something like that. Then people might still unlock them. But I'm just saying, like, people will have options if they wanna try to profit from the extras they have. They'll put the DC, and that's kind of a, as little as it is, it's still like a floor price. And then we're hoping at some point we get new players as well, and they won't be having those cards, and they're freaking good cards, so they might be wanting them, and there might be not enough supply because I don't think everybody is that far ahead in maxing their soulbound sets. So it's something that we can only speculate on how it will affect when they're actually able to be unlocked. But my point is, they might it's unlikely, but they might never be unlocked, and then the bots that were wasting whatever they were wasting, it's completely wasted. First of all, because they're earning something they don't need. But even if they are unlocked, as I said, they will have to spend some DC or burn some DC to unlock them. If it's a lot of them, a lot of cards, they'll burn a lot of DC, which helps DC. Especially, I think at that time we already should be at peg, which means they will need to probably burn some of the SPS to get DC, which cuts from their earnings as well. So I don't know. If it turns out that nobody wants to buy those cards after they spend the DC to unlock them, they cannot even sell them. So it will be funny, for sure. We'll see how it goes. I'm just saying that for me it was a positive change. So on the virus comment that the problem will be that when soulbounds are out of print, almost everyone who have the max for the level they play, they're saying, not me, quite far from it. Yeah, there are a lot of people far, like people that play at higher levels are probably, a lot of them are very close, or at least some way ahead in maxing their decks. But lower leagues, it's, I know you need less BCX, but it's also harder to get by on the more rare ones, at least. So yeah, I don't know. Embarrassing is, I know there are some players that are coming back and have missed out on them all. It could be a bad deterrent to returning players if they're not unlocked soon and available to them. Well, I mean, depends where they come. Anyways, if they come before they unlock, they'll be still able to earn them. If they come after that, supposedly they'll be already option to unlock, and they can buy them on the market. So, and also they should be shooting them. I mean, they should be only angry with themselves for living in the first place. So we can see that coming too. People being salty for living when it was completely their choice to do so. Are we saying virus, but deterrent to returning or new players, but they were warned about that before they released them? Yeah. And they knew, I mean, they've been on for quite a while. So if people were like, yeah, I don't need, like, I don't want, I'm leaving, and then I don't care what I'm earning, they cannot be complaining that they haven't earned that. So. And Var is saying, yeah, but some checked out and just rented their deck a while ago. Oh, you mean Splinterland was warned? But they were warned about that. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it's warned. What do you mean they were warned? I thought you meant the players, but yeah, judging by the follow-up conversation, you mean the team was warned. Why would the team care about somebody wanting to leave? I mean, if they leave, it's their own problem. Like, they lose on it. As Virus says, if they decide to return at some point, well, they don't have those awesome cards. And I do believe that reward cards are awesome. I see my Archmage using them very often and plenty of those. So I think they're very good. And if somebody decides not to earn them, well, it's on them. I kind of check out on manual play for a while because I don't have the time to invest in that. But I still use my Archmage bot to earn my Soulbound because I think they'll be valuable in the future for me, for my set. So I made that decision. If they made decision to rent their decks and earn from rent, well, then they can spend those earnings on buying Soulbound cards from the market if they need them when they're available. So it's all about decisions. Borneo is saying market will sort out all those speculations. Agree. They could be either worthless, moon, or somewhere in the middle. Who cares? Exactly. I mean, I'm hoping by the time they're able to be unlocked, I'll have them maxed out. If not, I won't be far from it, I'm thinking. So I'll just purchase whatever I'm needing, and I'll just try to sell the extras I have. If I can, good. If not, I mean, one day I will. It's like once you unlock them, they're unlocked forever. So at some point, new players will come to the game. At some point, somebody will be interested in them, I'm thinking. So they'll be limited in a way that they're out of print, even though there are plenty of them. People may say, I don't know if that's the case, but even if that's the case, we are relatively small player base, so no matter how many of them are printed, I don't think it will be that many. And they're essential cards, so if people want to have them, they'll go for it. If not, well, not a big deal. At the end of the day, you can put them on land at some point if they don't sell out. Var saying they can earn them, but if someone wants to come back and play at the highest level, they can't for months. Or they can, just without the soulbound cards, but again, that will be something they have decided knowing what they're missing on. It's not like it was a secret that there'll be soulbound cards. Like, it's not like anybody that stopped and want to come back didn't know what they'll be missing. And like everything was laid in the beginning. So if somebody ignored it and thought that they'll be okay without them, then well, I mean, they either play without them, which is possible. I mean, they'll be just you know, it will probably hurt their deck for a while, but I mean, it also hurt my deck that I don't have, for example, Kitty max level, but I don't have it because it's my own mistake. I checked out in a way, like I didn't completely check out. I just stopped playing it for a while in the time when I shouldn't have. So it's my own fault. I cannot blame anybody else for not having maxed Kitty. But yeah, they made conscious decision to stop participating in the gameplay in any way, even automated. So they deal with the consequences, which might be not having the soulbound cards for a while until they're available, and earning their way up like everybody else is at the moment. Although the rule definitely agrees with Virus and saying so drawing players appealing to their competitive nature is a no-go. Why it's a no-go? I mean, it doesn't not see how, no matter how competitive a player is, they're aware if they're behind, they need to catch up before they become competitive at high level. It's nobody's limiting anybody with anything. Yeah, we have waited so long for Untamed to be out, so we be people that don't have the Meta Untamed card can be competitive in Modern. We waited our time, and now the time is coming, so they will wait until either the Soulbound cards rotate out and able to be sold or not. I mean, it's totally their choice, but I don't think it's something that they should be blaming anybody for if it was a decision they consciously made. And they were saying anyway, the focus was short term then. Well, I don't know. Matt was pretty confident that that's the way reward cards will go from now on. So I don't know how short term is that, but maybe you can look at it that way. Bar is saying, yeah, I didn't even think about it, but it's a big deal with the new set coming out. That's a good draw to bring people back. Well, it is, but then I'm thinking if people come back and participate in the Rebellion set, they will, in a way, offset what they're missing from the Soulbound cards, since they'll have some advantage from players who doesn't participate in Rebellion. And also, in the meantime, they'll be earning some Soulbound rewards, Soulbound cards too, so they're working towards it, while still have some slight advantage, at least against a certain group of people. So I don't know, I don't think everybody that will be returning will be like maximalist in a way that, okay, I just want to have everything and I want it now. And I know it was my mistake that I don't have it, because I could have stayed and have it, but I chose not to. But now somebody else is to blame for that. I mean, they make decisions, they deal with the consequences, I would say, and that doesn't necessarily has to be a way that a thing that takes them away from the game, because as I said, all possibilities are open. Even those cards, Soulbound, if they don't earn enough, at some point, from what we hear, they'll be on the market, so they can top up their collections and become even more competitive. Like, people were trying to be competitive even with gimped decks. Like, a lot of people were saying, like, why you restrict me from taking penalties if I can go to diamond with my bronze deck? That means I'm very good player. Well, I mean, I guess you don't need max deck to be a good player. So, and I know they were wrong because it was all because of the rating inflation, but that's beside the point. And the question of the Ruiz making them mintable, that will be a good draw to bring people back. And by saying the new set has a good chance to bring back people, but if they can't be competitive by buying what they want, they might opt not to come back. Yeah, and if they opt not to come back, they will miss that set as well. So they'll have even more catching up to do once if they decide to come back. I mean, I don't know why you guys are so concerned about people, about like, we're not even talking about certain people, like we're talking about potentially some kind of people that may potentially eventually want to come back, and what might eventually stop them from doing so. I mean, we focus on us, what we have, what we are doing, and if somebody ever has to make any decision whether they want to come back or not, it's on them. I mean, I don't necessarily see it as the game restricting them to do so. If somebody doesn't want to come back, they can find hundreds of reasons not to come back. If they want to come back, they'll find a way to come back and find a way to become competitive again. It's not like nobody that came into the game become competitive straight away. Even, well, maybe the people that were just throwing money to make max decks, maybe, but majority of people, they are building their way up. Like I know I did. I didn't buy that many, and I was building my deck up. So could everybody else. Did things change? Yeah, they did for a reason to curb exploitation as much as possible. But again, if people were here and they decided to take a break in a way that hurt them, well, I mean, it was their decision anyway. So I don't know why you guys so concerned about them. I don't know. Maybe you have your point. I just don't see it. At least I see that Virus and Daru are in agreement. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I am the wrong one. Virus saying seems like perfect timing to do the unlock. Well, I mean, Virus, I don't think it's perfect timing because they're just releasing a new set and they have to work on the new reward cards. Like they cannot just they won't show up just by itself. So they need some time to work on that, not to mention they haven't come with land yet and they won't be unlocking them before the new reward cards are coming. It was said already. So if for some reason they decide to go ahead and do that, there'll be complaint from people that are like, oh, they're not keeping their word again. They're going against their word. Like they promise that the soulbound cards will be soulbound until new reward cards are coming, and you cannot please all. And as I said, yeah, they for sure need some time to make those new reward cards to replace the old ones. So I don't see it happening anytime soon. Probably Q2 next year would be my most optimistic guess about that. And the VAR saying, no, not everyone, but take Hearthstone for instance. Their highest sales are in the first month of a release. Then people leave and come back for the next set. Oh, but you know that we're different type of ecosystem than Hearthstone, and I don't know. I don't think we should compare apples with oranges, and for me that's apples with oranges. Aside from being a similar game, everything else is completely different, so I don't know. Bara seems to think it's important for the ecosystem, then I guess we can agree to disagree on that one. Drew is saying that's one thing I haven't thought out thoroughly, and the intersection with Rebellion. Soulbound unlock timing has a lot more variables now. Question is, why come into a game knowing you won't be able to be competitive for quite a while due to bad design? Well, I mean, if somebody sees it the way you see the road, they won't come to the game. Just lucky for us, there are a lot of people that don't see it this way, and they would see a game that has proven record of not rug pulling and going under. They'll see a game that gives them some opportunity to build up their collection and become progressively competitive the more they participate in it, and probably they see some other things, and people there'll always be people that see things like you say, but I mean, do we care about those people? It's not like we cannot please everybody, so obviously not everybody will like the game, not everybody will come, not everybody will come back, but why should we care? I mean, I think we should focus on who is here and how things are going for us than who would eventually come, because there may be a lot of people coming, there may be very few, and it may take another year before they come, and by the time they do start coming, maybe the new set will be out and new reward cards and whatnot. But it's how it's designed now. It's the same for everybody. If somebody comes from the beginning, they don't have gladiator cards, they don't have soulbound cards. It's the same thing saying like, well, people, if they come now, they will be behind on gladiator cards, so they would see no point to join a game where they cannot compete in the bros on the highest level because they don't have the gladiator cards. It's the same thing. So I don't think it makes sense, for me at least. Learner's mind saying totally hurt to take a break. but the biggest concern should be player base. How else would this game earn money? Well, I don't think the player base is not a concern. Aside from releasing new sets, they're just, well, from what was said previously, they're waiting until they're able to release land as well. And one of the 5 points on Matt's agenda was new player experience, so they'll be focusing on that. But that's for the new players. About the returning players, I mean, first of all, how important is to get back players that would just leave again at slightest concerns or slightest thing that doesn't go their way. I think focusing on new players is more important because probably not all of them will stay, but at least it will be a fresh start, and then at least we know for sure. We don't know, yeah, we don't know for sure, but at least the returning players, we know for sure that at the first signs of problems, they will leave again anyways. So I don't think that they are more valuable than potential new players that are coming. And as I said, from what I heard, Matt's plans, new player experience is in the works, or is in the plan at least. So, I mean, I think that's a good thing. And yeah, unfortunately, people won't be able to be competitive for one reason or another. People that have skills but don't have money, they will come and say, yeah, you see, I cannot be competitive because somebody is spending $10,000 and I cannot compete with him even though I'm better than him. It's pay to win or whatever it is. There will be people saying that as well. So you cannot please everybody. But again, if somebody take a conscious decision knowing how things are, to stop and take the consequences, they should just take the consequences if they want. Nobody is saying that they have to return, but if they choose to, yeah, there will be some things that won't be in their favor for a while. But it is what it is. Cannot be perfect for everybody. They were saying, and we're not only talking about returning players, but thinking about new players. Well, new players, that doesn't, yeah, that's not something that that is curbing them in any way. Like new players, they want to try the game. They start small. They start with bronze. They start earning some soulbound cards. They start filling up their deck. It's a slow progression. New players that want to jump big, well, I mean, they'll have everything that is on the market that is purchasable. They won't have the soulbound cards until they're able to. It just, it's a gating that unfortunately is not going in their way. But it's, I don't, if somebody is saying that that's what's stopping me from being in the game, that I cannot right away spend so and so dollars and be competitive at a higher level, I don't think that's very rational, because anyways, it's a game that if somebody comes in, they probably should come with the idea of being here for a while if they want to play at a higher level. And most people, I would think, they start from lower levels. They see how the game is, if they like it or not. They advance little by little, like they buy whatever cards they think might help them out, building their deck slowly. And in this process, they also filling up their deck with soulbound cards. And by the time they're ready to move up, maybe even it's already the time where the soulbound cards are unlocked and hit the market as well. So I just, I don't know. You all guys seems to be, and obviously, if you all the same opinion and I'm different opinion, I'm in the wrong. But I just don't understand it. Like, it doesn't make sense to base our concerns on what people may think if it supposedly has nothing to do with how things are set up. Because things are set up in a certain way that is, the longer you are in the ecosystem, the more benefits you have, the more chances you have to uh, have a better deck, because it's not pay to win. It's people that are in the ecosystem are like, being in the ecosystem should count for something. and that's what the soulbound cards are. You or same as with the gladiator cards. You've been here for a while. You've been accumulating those assets. You have advantage of people that just came and have shown no support to the game whatsoever. So for me, it makes sense to reward longevity in the game, and I think that's a perfect way to do it. Like some assets you just won't have. Like if wristwatcher cards become super expensive because they're very limited quantity, then people will be the same. Like, yeah, I cannot be here because I cannot buy those super expensive cards and be competitive with everyone. What's the difference with them complaining about the Soulbound cards? I don't know. It was the same thing with Untamed. People were complaining that they cannot compete at highest levels because they missed the boat for Untamed, and now Untamed cards are so expensive that they cannot touch them, so they're at disadvantage. But that's always been the case. Nobody can have everything. I mean, some people may, but that's not the point. The point is not to make it so everybody can have everything. It's a deck building game, uh, besides everything else. You're building a deck. How you build it, that's strategy as well. Do you buy packs? Do you buy single cards? At what level you combine them? Where you play? Do you focus on modern or wild? Like, people have different options to strategize, and again, at the end of the day, you don't have to have everything in the game. I mean, some things, like again, like gladiator cards, are just not accessible. And gladiator cards, for example, they would never be for sale, so new people will be always in a disadvantage when playing bros. But nobody ever felt that was a problem, so I don't see why soulbound cards are. I just don't know. I'm just sharing how I see things. And again, I saying, like, if everybody else thinks opposite of what I'm thinking, then I guess I'm in the wrong. I just trying to understand your points and share mine at the same time. But saying they didn't say that as far as I know. I don't know which part because unfortunately I'm behind on chat. Um, Learner's Mind. My only gripe is that this game won't stop bots. Other than that, I don't mind. Well, I mean, again, if you're playing in modern, you don't even need to be concerning yourself with bots because they won't be biting off from your profits. They're sharing a pretty small pool in general, and then they're limited in ways that they can earn as well with staked SPS and exactly the soulbound cards. So I think Learner's Mind, you can look more positive because they have been done plenty to limit the bots, especially the big farms. I don't think the automated services like Xbot, Archmage, Splintermate, I don't think they'll be that big of an issue because people are playing a couple of accounts, probably maximum, with the extra cards that they have. And then soon maybe there won't be that many extra cards anyway, since land supposedly is supposed to get some. And then those are usually people that are putting back into the game everything that they earn. I believe so because I'm one of those people. I automate my accounts for the moment until Untamed rolls out and I get some solid rebellion deck, hopefully, to feel competitive in modern. But I haven't taken anything out of the game so far, and I'm not planning to. Whatever I earn in one way or another, I'm just putting it back into the game. And I think most of the people that automate their accounts are the same way. Most, I cannot say all, but bot farms are the problem, and I think they're pretty limited already in what they can earn. So there were a lot of positive things done against bot farms, and I think that should be a reason for some optimism. They were saying they only admitted they could be unlocked after. I suggested a couple of variants to do so, not even sure that was on their mind initially. Oh no, there was a lot of talk about when first they came up with the announcement that the reward cards will be locked, so will be soulbound. There was a lot of initial turmoil, and Matt said that yeah, probably at some point that they will be unlocked, but that will be after they stopped issuing them to avoid what happened with the do you like the previous reward cards being like dirt cheap, and you earning reward cards but you're not earning anything actually? Because yeah, usually people have bought whatever they needed in the beginning, and then the rest was like, I have some extra, what can I do? Oh, I can burn them for DLC. It was also not a good situation to be in, and that was because of the bots that were earning and selling them straight away. And I don't know, I just see the game being way in a way better position now, so I don't really understand the negativity really. Birds, bees, and trees, happy to see you here, man. Always happy to see you in my channel. Birds, bees, and trees saying, "What's happening, brother, baby? How are you doing?" I'm doing fine, man. I'm having a unfair battle, unfair argument against everybody that thinks opposite to me. That's discouraging, but it's okay. I'm used to being a minority, and as far as I can um, make some sense from what I'm saying, I'll just try to defend my thoughts, why I think so, and of course, I'm not dismissing anybody else's thoughts. But we're having some argument here. We're having fun. Birds, bees, and trees, welcome, and you're welcome to chime in at any point, because yeah, it seems to be uh, not unfair, but it seems to be a battle that I'm fighting uphill because everybody seems to be opposite of what I am. But it's okay. I mean, I guess Daru is used to being in that position when sometimes he sees things different from what the majority people see. So he knows the feeling. Now I know the feeling too. I guess I have to see why I'm wrong, but I just don't see that I am. And maybe the more we get into the conversation, the more I can see why I'm wrong and why other people are right. They're saying, glad everyone jumped into that one, since for sure they won't listen to me. Oh, come on, man. They listen to everybody. You have idea that they don't, but they do. I am sure they do. Hey, Yoko-sama, добър вечер. Добър вечер, добре дошъл. Радвам се, да те видя тук. Virus saying, learners might imagine if old man Kityu wanted to come back. I'm guessing it would be a stopper for him. Okay, one person less coming back. Well, then more for us. What can I say? I, I I I guess it's sad if we're missing on some people coming back, if they're to come back, and if they're to stay longer than they did previously. But I mean, again, everybody's taking their own decision. The longer it takes him to come back, the bigger ladder he has to climb to be competitive. So I don't know. Learner's Mind agrees with Virus. There is saying gladiator cards were limited to a section of the game, so that handicap was limited before they did the mistake of including them in ranked. Even if it was limited, still, like, people that want to compete on higher level, they want to participate in brawls, which is probably the most competitive part of the game. And if they cannot do so because they don't own the gladiator cards, they can see it as stopping factor. Like, I cannot compete in the most PvP style of gaming. Then yeah, I cannot buy the cards that I'm missing, so I'm not joining. It's like, as I said, if somebody wants not to join or not to come back, they always find a reason. Virus saying, I think that group is pretty important since that is big demographic for most games. The group of returning players until they can profit and go away again, that group. If you mean whales or people that can spend money, again, I'm thinking they can buy enough assets to offset what they might lose from the soulbound cards, and again, they'll be earning them in the meantime. and at some point they'll be unlocked and they can buy them. So I don't know, but I do understand it's an important group, but it's also, do we uh, do we break everything that was done so far just to appease to them? Maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure that's a good idea. Everything has a lifespan here. If they join in the middle of a cycle, they wait until the cycle is out. If they want not to, they nobody's making them, and yeah, we might lose. But again, we cannot tailor the game towards a specific group of players just hoping that they will come back. Sorry, Virus, but I disagree with you there. I cannot see a compelling argument to cater to the few just in the hopes that they may come back. I don't know. That's how I see it, at least. Learner's Mind saying the rule I left before I even knew about gladiators coming into regular play. The rule saying, of course, it can be perfect for it can be perfect for everyone. That's what NFTs are about. No, it cannot be perfect for anyone, man. For everyone, it cannot, because there will be always people that are happy with something. There will be people that are happy that they don't have enough money to be competitive, and they will be like, "Why I'm a good player? Why you are restricting me?" So there will always be somebody to be unhappy about something. On top of all, something like perfect does not exist in general in nature. So there is saying whales can well and guarantee that they can be competitive card wise. They can still yeah, they can still do that. We're having a brand new set coming up with probably a lot of very strong cards and meta changing cards. They have Rift Watchers pack still, which a lot of people do not have, and they are also quite good as well as the soulbound cards that can give them an advantage. The Chaos Legion set is super cheap. They can max that out quickly, and at the end of the day, they won't be having every single card. And same, they might be like, I want to be competitive in Wild, where like the OGs are. I want to buy every single card in the game. It will be quite an expensive endeavor, and I don't think they'll go for that neither. So I don't know. I think, guys, you're just being too dramatic about something that may or may not happen. And at this point, it seems like you're arguing just for the sake of argument. Like, I'm hearing your point. I understand it. I just don't find a way to agree with it, because I think not it's not something that changed overnight and now we're in totally different position. It's been a while like that, for quite a while actually, and it is what it is. Again, depending on when people join, they missed on certain things. People missed on alpha cards, people missed on beta cards, people missed on untamed cards. They're expensive if you want to buy them, but it was just part of being not at the right time, at the right place, not at the right time, at the right time. And again, like, people that came with the chaos, if they stuck around patiently, maybe now they'll live to actually rotate untamed out and have a good chance of being competitive, since as expensive as Rebellion set might be, it's still way cheaper than Untamed, and Chaos is even cheaper. So yeah, for a lot of people, this will be a chance to actually be competitive, whether they have the soulbound cards or not. Well, not now, of course. He's saying the rule. Birds, bees, and trees just stepped away a second there while you were catching up. I watched Big Time all day yesterday. Anyone else playing Big Time? It might be too much to commit to, but I'm still deciding, trying to get to Diamond 3. Haven't gotten Diamond rewards in months. Well, yeah. If you're playing in Modern Birds, Bees, and Trees, soon you won't have the Untamed problem, at least. So maybe it's a good chance to come back to Diamond. There is saying maybe there will be a day without soulbounds in order to have any new player able to be in a level playing field. No new player will be in a level playing field, nor they're supposed to be. They're new players. They have to earn their way up. Again, it's not just a pay to win game. You have like you have the options of buying the two most recent main sets. One being be it on the secondary market is still way cheaper even than the new one, and a mini set in Rift Watchers, probably one more coming next year as a mini set of the Rebellion. So people have access to all those assets. They cannot have access to all the assets. Like they cannot have land. Is that also a reason for them not to join? They will like, I mean, people were paying $12 for land, and now I have to pay, let's say, 15,000 if I want to have a castle or whatnot. People were just buying cheap unopened plots, and some of them opened castles. Like, no, it's not realistic to think that everything should be available for sale at all times. Like, that's not how it works. That's why there is things like sets that go out of print, like they're limited in quantity. Just everything is limited. Like, um, one way or another, there are always limitations to what you can get. You get as much as you want, and do the best with it. Like, I don't know, you kind of talking about people that want to throw their money and press I win button, and that's it. Like, win because I get all the cards, so I just press I win, and the game does it for me. I don't understand you guys really, but it's okay. I mean, I don't have to. Please don't hate me for having a different opinion than you, though. I'm trying to be respectful, even though probably too passionate for my own good, but yeah, I just don't see it. Boris Pigeon Tree saying Max Kitty was under 1,000 last night. Now it's back up over 1,000. Yeah. 1,150 and one for 1,450, etc. Well, I mean, eventually when Untamed rotates, maybe even the kitty will see some hit in price, but it's still haven't rotated. So a lot of people, based on land, a lot of people are doubting that the team will execute and actually bring the new sets December when they are supposed to. So maybe they're like, yeah, I'm not selling my kitty yet because they said December, but that may mean December next year, or that might mean Q2 next year, or whatever it is. So maybe that's also a thing that they're not in a hurry to sell yet. They're saying I don't want an advantage over new players other than cards everyone can buy, regardless they have or want to do so. It's okay. I mean, that's totally your right not to want to have advantage over new players. You can just burn your soulbound cards and then you'll be on equal footing with them. It's easy. Anyways, you say you're nowhere near where you have to be with the soulbounds. You might just burn them and start over and not feel like you have advantage over new players. I want to have advantage over new players. I spent 5 years of my life more or less being here supporting the game with everything I can. I want somebody to be able to show some commitment before they're at the same level competing. And yep, some people even spend way less time than me and are more competitive, but that's because they have more assets than me. That's okay. But certain aspects of the game that I have acquired, like the gladiator cards, no matter how limited my collection is, and the soulbound cards, is something that is for me proof of time. Proof of time I was here, I was participating, I was earning my rewards. They are free cards that the team gave me for being here, participating and supporting. For all new players, there are cards that they buy and they own and they play with. It is what it is. Maybe if they stick long enough, they'll be participating in the next soulbound cards and make max deck out of them, or even they'll be able to buy some of those ones at some point. But yeah, I mean, the longer you're here, you should be able to acquire stuff that is uniquely a proof of your presence, not just being able to just buy everything and like, yeah, screw you guys, you spent 5 years of your life, but I'll just come and throw my money and buy everything so I'm on top of you. That, I just don't agree with you guys. Sorry. Boris Byzantine is saying, how do you think the new summoners will be, my lord? I think they'll be awesome, especially with the new tactics and the way of having some impact over the game even after you select your cards. I think it will give a lot of options for new gameplay and new strategies, and it will be definitely interesting and exciting for quite a while. I haven't heard Bulldog being excited in a while now, and he was excited about what's coming up, so that makes me excited too. Like, he's one of the people that I think was a good ambassador of the game, and now if he's in a way excited to give it at least a try and come back to see the new set, well, I think that's very good for the game. As I said, I believe he's a very good ambassador of the game. Learner mindset: expensive cards are rentable. Okay, they are, and they will keep on being, and some of them are way more meta than the soulbound cards, so people will still have access to that until they have. When they don't, they don't. Boris B is interesting. Baby Omega is all we need. Yeah, no, definitely not. A lot of people here are thinking that I'm ridiculously deranged in my beliefs, but that's okay too. That's okay too. At least you guys are here and you're having a conversation with me, so I guess at least nobody have left in upset manner and promised never to return again. Or somebody might have. I'm hoping not, but yeah, I'm trying to see. I'm not skipping comments that I find uncomfortable to talk about. I see stuff, I read it, I say what I think about it. We're having an argument, and yeah, and I'm like 20 minutes behind on chat, seeing that the comment I'll read from the room now is made 12:07. So he's saying, I think that is a bad concept for a Web3 game, having a non-tradable advantage. Okay, and there is a new game coming up, Parallel. They start from scratch. Maybe at some point, if you feel the root that this concept is so bad here, maybe you can give that a try. A lot of Plinterland streamers are featuring it, and it might seem promising. So at some point, yeah, I'm sure people will be disappointing in stuff in the game. And the good part is there is always a way out, in a way that assets that we own, aside from obviously the soulbound cards because we don't own them yet, but assets that we own, we can sell even at a loss, because if it was a Web2 game, whatever you guys spent, it just stays here. But now you have assets that you can at any point sell and invest them somewhere where you believe they are dealing with stuff better. Me personally, I like the way the team has been dealing with all the issues. I especially like to see that they took very serious not to repeat a lot of the mistakes from Chaos Legion. For me, that's exciting enough, and really don't paying attention. Really, am not paying attention, or will ever pay attention to what somebody that may come late to the game will be missing, or maybe somebody that is returning. Like, I mean, the game is out there for a long time. A lot of people are streaming and talking about it. I know it's kind of bit of luck where you stumble upon somebody featuring it or not, but there are, I'm sure, a lot of people that stumbled upon it, didn't make enough research and not put the time to delve into it, and then if they come later, yeah, they have missed some advantage. But yeah, for me, there is nothing wrong in players that have been for a while to have a very slight, I would say, advantage, as in it will be lasting for several months until those cards are unlocked anyway. So Yeah, I just think the whole narrative is way too dramatic for something that is totally unimportant. I mean, maybe it's important for you guys. I see all of you are imagining some scenarios where that turns people away. I think we have way bigger problems than that, in a way that just the market it is what it is, and that prevents a lot of new people or coming or old people returning or people in generally investing in the game. But I mean, if you think that's the deal breaker, and if that's really a deal breaker for you, I mean, as I said, at least you have options. Chiming is great, says Boris Vicentris. I agree. Border Music saying, "Hey BBT, how you doing, Lord?" And he's answering, "Great, my Lord." Border Music, how do you find these days, sire? And then Boris Vicentris saying, "Lighting one up right now. Lighting one up. One cigarette. I never talk about cigarettes. What are you lighting, man?" Yeah, I don't know. I guess 17 minutes ago it made sense, but I cannot figure it out now. Var is saying the timing for unlocking of southbound by boarding DEC and vouchers seems it would be best done as some max them out, and especially as a big player draw is happening. On top of that, they could be used as land workers, so there is a good amount of demand. I don't think they will drop to the floor, and if they do, people won't spend to unlock them. I agree, Faris. It's just like not doable at the moment. They're just about to release a huge 94 card set. They have to prepare those cards, and they said that they won't unlock them before that happens. And again, I don't think they want to go back on their word. But I'm sure if there is a proposal and people agree on it, they will consider it. So there is one way to measure the temperature if everybody feels the same way. For me, to be honest, it's all the same. I don't care. I mean, I'll be okay if they unlock tomorrow. I don't mind. It just seems like a hit on the team that they haven't done it when I think they have bigger problems to focus on than hypothesizing what may or may not stop certain kind of players at this point. But I don't know. I mean, again, we have the option to at least put proposals and see how that fares, and maybe if have enough support. The team has gone on their ideas before, like they were both agnostic and they were planning to keep this way. The community have spoken and they started doing something about it. So there is a way to sway their mind uh, if something has a big support. So there's that. For me, I'm just saying, for me it's all the same, and it doesn't in any way means that the team failed. At least I don't see it. I think they've done a good job in at even with the soulbound rewards cards. Border Music is saying, I've been calling people my lord since you gave me that idea yesterday. It's fun to see different reactions, birds, bees, and trees. Nice, Border Music. That's fun. And birds, bees, and trees saying, yes, it's my way of reminding everyone that this is gaming and to not take life too seriously and just to be fun and stuff, you know. Celebrate everyone. We all have gems of wisdom to share. And you also have magic dust collecting in your Twitch wallets, which at some point you'll be able to uh, redeem for cool stuff. I'm still in the process of building up, but yeah, now we have more people. I can say it again. I finally yesterday got affiliate, like got into affiliates for Twitch. That's cool. I mean, now I have now there are options for people to support me if they decide so, and also I can put some custom emojis or like, yeah, I put some Splinterlands one from what Virus told me. You need to collect some dust to unlock them, I think, but little by little that will come to play as well. I am doing my best to make it fun for everybody whenever I can, however I can. Border Music is saying amen. Bird Business is saying what's after rebellion? Retreat, saying virus. We don't know what is after rebellion, but yeah. If I had to guess, I would guess it won't be retreat virus. But unless it's some nice retreat in a hotel where we all relax with our pensions from Splinterlands. Yeah, like rebellion. After rebellion is moon. Birds, bees, and trees. Next set is moonwalkers. Porto is saying birds, bees, and trees. It's mini set, basically Riftwatcher equivalent. Birds, bees, and trees saying, baby, do you play in tourneys? I forget. I feel like no, you don't. Yeah, no, I don't. I don't even play. Like I don't even play manual like ranked. I just I enjoy the time I spend with you guys streaming, but aside from that, I'm focusing like when I'm not with the community, I'm focusing on other stuff. I'm not spending much time on the game. I'm just waiting for my deck to become competitive and more in modern, and then I probably will start spending more time in the game. But for now, just letting Archmage build up my soulbound cards, which seemed to be a big problem, turned out today. Bird Business Tree saying when we play big time together. Well, I told you, like, if you come upon a better invite, so I can join, I would gladly give it a try. I'm not going to purchase anything just to get better invite. So if one comes handy, sure. If not, whenever they make it open to public, I'll give it a try and maybe we can have some big time fun. Reminding ourselves of the good old WoW, World of Warcraft, Warcraft times. Wow, my mouth is getting dry. Keep myself hydrated. Talking too much. Hey, you talking too much, Baby Omega. He said I still didn't sign up fully because I'm real cautious with this stuff and I don't know yet. Yeah, I feel you, birds, bees, and trees. Hey, Jorka, the other Jorka is here, the other Bulgarian. So today I have two Bulgarians, but one of them is not Bosnian. So, Zdrasти, Jorka, как си? Birds, bees, and trees saying when Baby Omega card in game. Yeah, I doubt any Baby Omega card in game. I like the stats, but I just don't see it making it to the game. Sorry, I don't have that much dry powder to put in the game to lock one of the 6 spots that would let me put Baby Omega in the game. It's okay, I don't need that kind of thing. Hey, Ghostly coming straight with the Auric. Nice, so at least the Auric is unlocked for you. I'm happy to see that. Boris BG3 saying castle, baby. Var saying the product of the land, items and spells will be sellable though. Doesn't hurt competitiveness. I have no problem with you disagreeing, just a good discussion. Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, at the end of the day, nobody wants to argue over the same thing over and over again, especially when the views are completely different. But I hear you. It's still an aspect of the game. It's competitiveness of how much you earn, in a way, and also you would need those items and spells in game to be competitive, and maybe especially in the beginning, a lot of them will be limited to only people who are minting them because there'll be only few, and then people might say like how he had these items and spells and I cannot buy it off the market because nobody is selling. He's making them in his imaginary land, and he just have this land because he was here and I was not here. So I mean, I hope you get my point. I mean, I know that's too extreme of an example, but I'm just saying that it totally depends on how you look at things. By saying, since I have land, I hope people come in to buy what I produce. We all hope that, man. I also hope people that have plenty of land want to buy stuff from me as well to keep everything running. I'm okay with being middleman. Where's Bees and Trees saying Grats Ghostly BG? Oh, Ghostly's yeah, experimenting with the emojis. Did I miss something? I guess I missed something. Yeah, this Restream is sharing some of the chat, but maybe something happened that I missed. Ghostly BGs. Oh, subscribe to tier in 1. Oh, wow. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Wow. I guess that's what I missed. I was like, how he had get his point so far to start spamming the the new emojis that I put in. Oh, I mean, I really appreciate it, man. I appreciate your support for sure. I got my first subscriber, and you can always say that you have been my first subscriber because, I mean, I guess it doesn't mean much, but it's still something. I guess I don't know, but thanks a lot. Were saying I got the left SPO symbol again on my random unlock. Awesome. Now you have it twice. Not like this. Well, I mean, I guess it will be coming your way sooner than later. Board music saying, watch out everyone, baby is catching up on chat. Yeah, be scared. I'm only 6 minutes behind. Be very scared. I'm coming for you. Ang12C is saying hi everyone. Hello Ang. Yoko-sama is saying Tuksum. This is Majorki. Разбира. Of course we are all Georges. Жорки сме всички до един. Ghost is saying, I'm Jorka. Yes, you are. Ghost is saying, yeah, it's unlocked because I'm your first ever sub. I'm feeling special. You should. You should. You are my first ever sub, and you should feel special. And I really feel appreciative towards you. So thanks again for leading the way. Hopefully one of many, but I mean, who knows? At least I have one. I can proudly say I have my first subscriber to my personal one, not just Splinterlands TV. Virus saying congrats on your first sub, Bebe, and Ghostly BG on #1. Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you. I really appreciate you being around and making this fun experience for me. Although now what we're going to do, I caught up with chat. People already gave up on discussing stuff with me because I'm stubborn Taurus and I try to stick with my opinion and defend it even though everybody thinks otherwise. So I guess sorry for tiring you out, guys. It wasn't my point, but I did enjoy the discussion and the argument, and I don't know, I'm just saying I heard your concerns. Do I find them that big concerns? No, but then it's just one person that you don't have to be, as in I see several people agreeing, so you have agreement there. Just because I don't think so, it's okay. I mean, that just makes me somebody with a different opinion. Oh, Ghostly, yeah, it was a huge discussion. It was about the soulbound cards that are not free, actually. Yeah, people want them unlocked as soon as possible because according to most of the present people here, that's a big miss if we have soulbound cards that new players coming into the game cannot just buy their way in with. I just don't see it that way, but the majority here agrees that we should allow everybody to buy absolutely everything at absolutely affordable prices, because otherwise people might be upset with us and tell the teacher and punish us, and I don't know. and not play with us. Mama kaže da neće igra Pović step. Ghost saying, I see, yeah, I don't mind that happening actually at this stage since it's been almost. I mean, I said I don't mind it, just I don't see it as big of a problem. That big of a problem. I think we have a little bigger problems to worry about when it comes to new players joining or returning players coming back. But just, yeah, it seemed like that it turned out into a big discussion that maybe I made some people upset with my opinion, which I didn't mean. But again, I was trying to be as as respectful as possible with my comments. But when I'm convinced of something and I don't see enough compelling arguments, I keep on being convinced in it. So I don't know. Even when I was alone against everybody else, it was still fun. Some of the arguments I even heard for the first time that I was making. I even heard for the first time, but they sounded pretty damn logical to me. Funny how things work sometimes. Where's Busy in Tree saying, Ghostly, how's Big Time? Oh, you're playing Big Time? Come on, get me better invite from somewhere, Ghostly, so I can try it as well. I mean, I can always wait for the main release or main beta, whatever comes, but oh, you have? Oh, you had? Okay, well, I mean, I guess you gave it away, not to me. Yeah, it's okay, man. Just in case you come upon any other, I also didn't know that I want to play, but Bird Bees and Tree seems to be talking about it all the time, and I'm like, yeah, I remember once they were starting, as soon as they were starting, I was kind of interested, and it sounded cool, but yeah, it's not an issue at all. But if at some point, for whatever reason, you come upon a key, sure, yeah, I'll give it a try. I mean, I'm not saying that I'll jump in all over it, but at least I can give it a try. But definitely not much of a issue there if I don't. As I say, I can just wait until it's open for public access. Board Music is saying it's the hot stuff right now, Gottlieb BG. All the cool kids want to play it. Yeah, no, I don't actually. I wasn't planning to want to try to play it. It's just like, playing it on BBT. He was like, big time, big time, big time, big time, big time, and I was like, okay, big time. Yeah, really wasn't planning on. Why this one is so wrong? Why are you so wrong? What are this? I don't like you. Okay, how about that? Now it seems like less of a white stuff all over the place. Of course, baby wants, nah, for the music, you're wrong. I've never been the cool kids stuff kind of a guy. Like, again, if I was that type of guy, at the moment you would be listening about Parallel, not about Splinterlands, because or Big Time, because that's where cool kids are now. Every cool kid that was interested in Splinterland, be it a streamer or a player, now they are giving chance to Parallel because it's the new thing, it's the cool kids thing. So yeah, if you need any convincing that I'm not that type, well, this is and will always be Splinterland channel. If I am ever to, which I doubt, but if I am ever to touch on anything else and Splinterland is still around, it will be in a completely different channel, totally unrelated to this one. So there's that. Bordeaux saying I wouldn't mind trying it myself. Ghost saying it's pretty polished for an alpha. Oh, they took their time too. I mean, they are preparing themselves for quite a while, so I'm glad that uh, they did good. I mean, the Illuvium beta is also looking cool for like just looking a proper triple A game, but they still haven't made it in a to a point to be ready to be out. So yeah, Boro saying, but those base cookies, yeah. See, cool kids have cool entry. They have the VIP entry, and we're just staying on the GA line, general admission. Ghost is saying it does resemble a triple A title. Yeah, I mean it was expected. Like big time Illuvium and I think Space Atlas were the ones that were like the first ones touted to be somewhat triple A or close to triple A games. And little by little, maybe there are some movements. I know in Illuvium there are. Obviously, from what I see the comments here, in big time there are as well. But I mean, just because they're triple A with triple A graphics doesn't mean they'll be necessarily successful if they cannot figure the economy out. Because as triple A as they are, I'm sure there are way better looking and way better engaging Web 2 games that if there is no compelling Web3 argument for people to be in these games, they will just go play there. Just if they make a economy that makes sense, sure, that's a way to keep people interested in Web3 gaming as a future of gaming. But aside from that, I think they're still the teams are still too small to compete with proper AAA games, and the only advantage they may have is the ability for people to earn something and have ownership. And if they don't nail that, see, a lot of people were like the cool thing for a while was this Japanese game. What was it? Stella. Like a lot of people were like, oh, Stella this, Stella that will make money in Stella because Stella is so cool. It will be the new Web3 game, whatnot, has so cool graphics, and then all of a sudden the economy collapsed there, and they're like, oh, okay, it wasn't that special anyways, and now almost everybody have forgotten about it. Just an example. Ghost is saying the question is what else they have planned for it, because currently the game loop is run dungeon with a party, then run dungeon with a party. They've got crafting now, your personal metaverse. Compelling Web3 argument is ownership. Yeah, but if you own something that has zero value, is your ownership worth anything? Because I don't know how owning something that nobody wants to give a cent for is owning something valuable. Like ownership should be something you should be owning something that is valuable. Otherwise, who cares if you own it or not? I mean, if everybody can get it for peanuts, why would they care? Why would they care that you have it too? It's like, I mean, ownership should be valuable in some way, shape, or form. I would think so, and that depends on the economy. If the economy sucks, all the assets take a downturn sooner or later because people are like, okay, I just want to get my investment back. I'm out, and I'll take as much as I possibly can. And when enough people are taking as much as possibly they can, all the assets go down to zero. Just something that I've noticed in my past. Ghost is saying which is a form of housing which looks pretty cool, but not that cool for the 3,000 or whatever the price of the module is. Yeah, see, I mean, yeah, I guess also Gala will coming with some AAA titles, and I don't know how that goes there as well, but there will be new games. I'm not saying, yeah, I'm not saying we'll be the only one with working economy, but at least that's what we have now. We have a in my opinion, working economy, which I don't see so far in any of the other games, whether it's alpha, beta, in development or whatever. Like, I don't see a real competitor with a working economy. Yeah, there'll be competitors and they'll figure probably things out. It will take them a while. They'll go through the hoops and jumps probably, or most of the ones that Splinterlands went through. But yeah, just so far, I don't see one with actual working economy out yet. Again, just my opinion, my point of view. The is saying not all NFTs have to be valuable, but some have to be. Okay, but I mean, aren't the sole purpose of ownership, like, isn't the value of what you own make it worth owning? Like, if I go outside and I pick a stone, it will be mine. I own it, but I can use it to crack some chestnuts open or whatever, like, or put a nail in. But aside from that, I mean, that I can do with different things as well. But just owning this stone, how does it gives any value for me? Because if I don't own it, I'll just go and grab another one and I'll just use that one. So, like, what is the value of owning it? I don't know. Just trying to think logically about stuff, which maybe I should not, because logic is something personal and definitely varies from one individual to another. But there is saying that is for each person to consider the whether it's worth it to own something that has zero value. Probably, yeah. I mean, obviously, it's up to everybody to decide if it's worth it for them or not. I'm just saying, if it's a compelling argument for people to come to the space, inviting them to come and own something that is worth nothing just for the sake of owning it, kind of not quite the compelling argument the space is hoping for, I would think. And Daru says, but I understand your point. Well, thank you for understanding my point. It's something, at least. Well, I've been on for almost 2.5 hours. Is it time to take a break? Do you guys have anything fun to talk about? I feel like kind of getting tired, but then I'm enjoying too much the conversation that I don't want to leave. And also I'm not restricted when to leave, which is another good thing, because sometimes there is a good conversation going, like when you were Splinterlands TV, and I'm like, yeah, I can stay and talk for hours, and then all of a sudden there are 5 minutes left to the end of my stream, and I'm like, yeah, okay, well, I guess I cannot stay here for hours. And then the next time, crickets, nobody says anything, and the good conversation is gone. So that was a shame. Now at least I don't have those restrictions. I can stream for as long or for as little as I want. Birds Busy Tree saying, I was sent to a site called Open Loot. Is that right, guys? For big time? Jay Coster made $1,000 today in big time, played 16 hours straight. Stash is in his life now with like 3 other guys. I mean, cool for him. He made $1,000. That's for 16 hours. That's like, what is that? 500? No, 50. A little over $50 per hour. That's a cool way to spend your time. And Ghostly saying that's the time you have to download the launcher from OpenLoot. Okay. Then I guess you guys figured it out. And seems the conversation is dying together with my energy, so I guess it was a cool stream. And I'll leave you guys to your big time commitments. I appreciate you being here, talking with me, having those conversations, those even arguments. It was extremely fun for me. Again, huge thanks to Ghostly BG for being the first subscriber on my channel. I really appreciate it, and I hope you are having some fun, guys, being around. And I'm hoping to see you again, maybe even tomorrow. If I'm able to, I will jump on stream tomorrow again. So unfortunately I cannot yet commit to a schedule, like with certain times. I'm trying to go online almost every day at approximately same time. Not always able to, but at some point maybe I'll be able to commit to certain hours of the day so people know in advance. But I guess whoever catches me, I guess, and we can talk and have fun with whoever is here. But again, thanks for being around. Let me just finish with the comments that we have so far. Border Music is saying Birds, Bees and Trees 123 has he disclosed how much did he spend on it? Surely not free to play. There is saying, yeah, need to go off, getting late here. And actually, yeah, nice being nice. Like I enjoyed you being here, Daro. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for sharing your output and getting late. So yeah, sweet dreams, I guess, and see you some other time. Ghost is saying, Baby Omega, you could ask in their Discord for an access key. You're a streamer after all. They want exposure. Yeah, no, I don't want to, because then I'll feel compelled to stream big time, and I don't want to. So it's okay. I'm okay with not participating in it. I was just saying, if in case at some point any of you comes upon extra key that they don't need, I wouldn't mind trying the game. But yeah, I definitely won't be on stream, most certainly. And yeah, and I really don't need to, or if there is no key, so it's not a big deal for me. I'm saying, just again, I was saying BBT is so passionate about it, so I was like, maybe I can give it a chance if there is a key around. But thanks for the advice, Ghostly. And Border is saying, thanks, Bebe, take care later, guys. Yeah, thank you, guys, and see you around the Splinterverse. I feel tired and I think I need to rest. It's been a long morning. Bye for now, guys. See ya.
The time age has spoken, the future has been made clear. The dark lord has broken all hope and turned it to fear. So you'll get no mercy from General Sloan. No mercy will ever be shown. You can try, but the kind